What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Hey gang, this video blog is going to be a little bit different. And I'm not, don't worry, I'm not taking a different route now. I'm just this one time, something I was thinking about. And I'm getting ready to go out, do some cop watching. But I was thinking about something as I was getting ready. I said, you know, I gotta make a video. Getting a lot of comments. People saying, look, that sexual or aggravated sexual assault, that aggravated rape, that was 40 years ago, 30 years ago, was it? 34 years ago. That was almost 40 years ago. That was over 30 years ago. Come on. Forget the past. People change. Move on. Be forgiving. Don't hold something over somebody's head for 30-something years. And I started thinking and thinking, and I thought of something. And I wanted to bring it out to all of you to think about something. And we're not going to, although you may say, yeah, I know we know who you're talking about. Let's forget that person. This really isn't about that person that you know who it is. I'm not going to name them because this is even about that person right now. I mean, it is, but it isn't. And what I mean when I say it isn't is, listen to me for a second. Anybody on the planet of this earth, anybody on this planet that has been convicted and sentenced for any type of rape, aggravated rape, let's say aggravated sexual assault. Maybe 30 years later, they're a different person. Maybe they're a different person. They don't do that anymore. They've changed. They're totally kind now. They don't have that in them no more. But let me bring something to your attention. Now, we're not talking about this specific auditor. I'm talking about everybody who's ever been convicted of this. We say, the past is the past. It was 30 years ago, or it was 20 years ago, it was 10 years ago, however long, because we're not talking about that auditor. We're talking about anybody in this society, in this world, that's ever been convicted of aggravated sexual assault. That was years ago. Forgive and forget. So let's look at that for a minute. Forgive, forget. Somewhere out there, there is a woman or women. There are women. I'm not even going to say there is a woman. There's been many, many, many victims. There are women. Not of this one person. I'm talking worldwide. All the people that have been convicted of aggravated sexual assault, all the people that have been in prison for it, they have victims. There are women out there who, whenever now, it may be 30 years later, 20 years later, whatever, whenever their husband or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their companion, whoever it may be, man or woman, touches them in a certain spot, whether it's just love making, they're both in love, they're both enjoying intimacy, sexuality, and whenever that person touches that woman in a certain spot, that woman tenses up. Don't. She gets scared. She says, no, the memories start flooding back. She remembers a time when she was held down by a weapon and her body was invaded by someone that was not invited. And some of her virtue was stolen and taken away from her in a violent moment of rage and empowerment and rape. And some of you dare say, that was years ago, forgive and forget, people move on, it's in the past. Well, for some women out there, it's not in the past. They live with it every day. You say, you're a man, how would you know? You don't know how they live. Because I've heard the stories, story after story. Documentaries, books I've read. I told you I had read a lot of law enforcement books. Some of them dealt with this topic. And some of them, some of the victims spoke in these books. And that was through my college. When I took college, I took criminal law and courts procedures. And we had to study sexual crimes. We did have to study those. That was part of our curriculum, was studying sexual crimes, both among adults and children. That was a tough one there, to go through that curriculum. But that was part of our studies, was sex. We did homicide, we did property crimes, we did, and we did sexual crimes, assault, pedophilia, rape, so forth. So we covered it all. So what I'm saying to you, and I know people are going to judge me, I don't care. Oh, you're always giving you're always giving us your, whatever, what did you call it? Oh, I can't think of it right now. But you're always giving us your qualifications. I want you guys to know that I'm not talking out my ass. I'm talking from a point of having studied education. Am I experienced in it? No, I don't have one clue or one idea what these women are going through. But I'm sure I'm on the right track, and I'm sure that some of these women who may happen to see this video go, you're on the right track. That's how I feel every friggin' day. They've lived it. And you say, move on, it's in the past. How dare you? News Now Yucaipa. I won't be doing a lot of these serious videos, but it's just been weighing. I see comment after comment after comment. Forget it. It's 40 years ago. It's in the past. It's in the past. It's 40 years ago. What are you bringing it up for? Because women are living this every single day. And you say, move on. It's in the past. Psh. I've seen documentaries about sexual crimes and women who say, I can't even sleep with my husband. It's painful. Every day. News Now Yucaipa. Thank you for watching, guys.